Willie D Live.
All right, family. We got Karen's Gone Wild on the 4th of July. Karen's Gone Wild on Independence Day. Independence Day, Karen's Gone Wild. Something like that, fam. Yeah, we got one Karen that walked over to her neighbor and threatened to smack her. First, she threatened to slap her, and then she walked over and took a swing. Yeah. Then you got another Karen who walks over and interrupts this black family who are igniting fireworks. Yeah. Check it out, man. You got to check this out, fam. You ain't going to believe this.
I'm recording this video because I feel threatened. She keeps coming outside to talk to us, and we're not saying anything onto us. We're not on her property.
Slap your fucking black ass.
Hey, go on. What the fuck wrong with this lady?
Hey, go on.
Bro, what the fuck? This is on video.
By the way,
we're not on her property.
Slap your fucking black ass.
Hey, go on. What the fuck wrong with this lady?
Hey, go on.
Bro, what the fuck? This is on.
Okay, let me tell you something, fam. First and foremost, whoever the lady is who recorded it, she did right to record this uncivilized mutt. Otherwise, she looked like the type that'll lie, because they lie good. Woo, man, they'll lie fast. Well, she hit me. She tried to hurt me. Oh, I'm under attack. They be lying. So she did right to record. What I would never do is call her a lady. She's not a lady. See, we have to be careful with these words, family, because if you can call an uncivilized mutt a lady, what do you call a lady? You got to make the distinction. It's a big difference between a lady and an uncivilized mutt. I mean, we're talking pit bull type uncivilized. This is pit bull uncivilized mutt. I'll slap your black man. Hi, fam. Here's the second one.
Hey, video.
By the way,
Go back. Go back, Karen. Goodbye. Goodbye, Karen. Get your ass out of here. Call who you gonna call? Who give a fuck? Karen? That's a Karen right there. True Karen. I record her ass. I'm posting her ass on Facebook or something. Look at Karen come out. This not your property. Get your ass out of here. Shut your ass up.
Okay, here's the deal, fam. I know what some of you are thinking. I know exactly what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, well, they are disturbing the peace, and she's a homeowner, and they're just out there just making all of that noise and stuff. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to give the brothers and the sisters, if there were some sisters out there, the benefit of doubt. I'm going to give them the benefit of doubt that they were in an unincorporated area, because you can pop firecrackers in unincorporated areas. At least in Texas, you can. So I'm going to give them the benefit of doubt that they had a right to be popping those firecrackers where they were popping those firecrackers at. Here's the thing. Although I live in a very nice community, people still pop firecrackers on the 4th of July. It's what they do. People shoot guns on the 4th of July. That's what they do in Texas. I don't know about anywhere else. I don't even know where that place was where all of this was going down. But we pop firecrackers in Texas. And personally, I haven't popped firecrackers in a few decades, a few decades. Yeah. I don't do it anymore because I realize how dangerous firecrackers really are. And I was like, I'm not doing anything I don't have to do that's dangerous. You know what I mean? When you get to be that certain age, you be like, man, if it's dangerous and I don't have to do it, I'm not doing it. Right? So I don't pop firecrackers. But I will say that I've heard it, at my own house. I hear the neighbors, popping firecrackers from time to time. And, that's just what people do. Is it annoying? Yeah, it can be. It can be annoying. But it's only, 2 times a year. Well, 3 times. They do it on 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. 3 times out of 365 days. I got 362 days to not hear firecrackers. I ain't tripping. It's just like when I have a neighbor that has a party and, it's just wild. It's cars everywhere lining down up the street and all that stuff. Man, it don't happen often. And, people clean up behind themselves and people just having a good time. A lot of times people just got to just relax, just relax. Now, it's a difference if you live in a townhouse or you live in an apartment and you got a shared wall and you come home at 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody in there with a full band just they partying, music up loud, they they hitting the drums, playing the guitar and the horns, and that's different. Now you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to get security over there to knock on the door or something like that. You got to do something. You got to talk to your neighbors. But I advise you, when you talk to your neighbors, talk like you got some sense. Don't go over there talking to your neighbors like you're the police. Don't talk to your neighbors like your neighbors are beneath you. Don't be going over there talking condescending, because it's not going to work out well for you if you do that. Your actions have to be consistent with the outcome that you want. If you want the outcome to be that your neighbors respectfully turn the music down or turn the noise down, bring the volume down, and keep it down, then you go there and you talk to them with some respect. But if you talk reckless, you might get one of them neighbors that resents your attitude and they turn the music up even louder, or they turn it down when the police come, turn it back up when the police leave. You always want to try to have good vibes wherever you lay your head. If you lie your head somewhere where you have unrest, you're not gonna get any sleep, fam. Like and listen, this don't just happen in the hood. I got a homeboy who has a house. I think his house is somewhere in the neighborhood of $600,000-$700,000, and all the rest of the houses in the neighborhood, his next door neighbor included, these houses go up to the millions. And the damn neighbor is the neighbor from hell, always complaining about any and everything. Somebody park a car just a little too close to his driveway, he got something to say. He got something to say about where you park, where you put the trash can. He got something to say about kids having fun. See, there's a lot of people out there who are miserable, and misery loves company. So you have to know how to shake these clowns, right? That first woman that went up and swung on that lady, that's assault. And I hope she filed charges. That's assault. I hope she not only filed charges, but I hope she hit her in the pocket also and filed a civil suit against her. She should have fell out on the concrete and called now if she wasn't going to swing on her. If she wasn't going to swing back on her, she should have just fell out in the concrete and called 911 and said, I'm falling, I can't get up because this lady knocked me down. Yeah, go out there and hit her for everything she got. Whatever she got, hit her for it. Make her lose her mind. You cannot let these people get away with putting their hands on you. Ever, ever. You're only going to embolden them. You cannot negotiate with a bully. You have to bully the bully. The bully don't understand nothing else. They're not civilized. You can't reason with them. And bullies, there is no bully that I've ever met in my life that I consider to be a lady or a gentleman. Bullies are not ladies. Bullies are not gentlemen. Bullies are uncivilized mutts who prey on the perceived weak. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.